Hello Power Fam. Today's power topic is angles, parallel lines for grade 8. Today we'll be knowing what is vertically opposite angle, alternate angle, corresponding angle, what is transversal, and we'll be solving many questions. This diagram shows two straight lines. Angle A and C are equal and they are called vertically opposite angles. Angle D and B are equal and they are also called vertically opposite angles. Angle A and B are not equal unless they both are 90 degrees. Before we move on, I would like to remind you that a straight line adds up to 180 degrees. These two lines are parallel. Here, there is a third straight line crossing two parallel lines. It is called a transversal. When the transversal crosses the parallel lines, angles are formed. Angle A and E are called corresponding angles. Angles D and H are also corresponding. So are B and F, so are C and G. Angle D and F, angle C and E are called alternate angle. They too are equal, just like corresponding angles. Also, please remember, alternate angles are always between the parallel lines. For alternate angle, just think of the letter Z. Yes, so the angles the Z form are the alternate angles. And for our example here, we need to make an incorrect Z, but it's okay as long as we can find the alternate angles. Let's move on to fill in the blanks. 1. Because corresponding angles are equal, angle, we need to choose an angle from these four angles here, A, B, D, C, is equals to 74 degrees. Question 2. Because alternate angles are equal, angle, again you have to choose an angle from here, which is equals to 74 degrees. So in order to find the corresponding angle, we can think of the letter F. Yes. So the angle right here, if you rotate the F like this, it will be like this. So the angle up here, you can imagine that it is 74 degrees, and for corresponding angles, we don't use the angle here, which in our case is the A. So we know that in the blank, it is not A, but it is below the A, below the line. It is this angle, which is the corresponding angle to 74. So our answer for question 1 is B. For question 2, we need to find the alternate angle, which is equal to 74 degrees. So for the alternate angle, we need to think of the letter Z. Yes. So this angle right here is 74 degrees. And this here is the alternate angle, which is D. So for question 2, the answer is D. Let's move on to another question. For this question, we need to write a pair of vertically opposite angles. To find vertically opposite angle, we can think of the letter X. So the angles are here, and I've marked an X as well in red color. So we know that the opposite angles are this one and this one, which in our case is A and C. It could also be B or D, but we can just choose any. It could be D and B or A and C. So we have to follow the question and give only one. So I choose A and C. Let's move on to another question. For this question, we need to find the sizes of angles P, G, O, and L. So we only know the size of this angle right here, which is 129 degrees. So as we know, the corresponding angle of this angle is G, which means that G is also 129 degrees because corresponding angles are equal. So we already find the size of angle G, and also alternate angles are equal as well. So P is also 129 degrees. There are two ways to find P. First, we know that it is the alternate angle of 129, but it is also the vertically opposite angle of G. So it is also the same as G. So we already find G and P. Now we need to find I. So as we know that a straight line equals to 180 degrees. So they have already given 129 degrees. So to find out I, we need to minus 180 minus 129 to give us 51. So in this line, we have two angles, angle I and angle 129 degrees. So now we already have found out what is the size of angle L here, which is 51 degrees. So now we have to find out O. For this one, we just have to find out the alternate angle for angle L, which is 51 degrees. So which means that O would have the same value because it's the alternate angle of L, and it would therefore be 51 degrees as well. So we have found out all the sizes of angles here. Thank you very much. Please consider subscribing by clicking the icon, and if you want to watch more videos from us, please click here.